You are welcome, 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 you are Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second segment of the podium. Well, after the first series, thank you for watching the video. And now moving on to the second episode. Now, the podium series 2. Alright, now let's go and let's look at what we have for today. Alright, today before we go deep depth, the first segment on this program, the podium, is what we call the headline segment, and I would like to throw out some questions about what we know what is going on in the country, I mean in the whole world correctly, and what your suggestion about it, and what do you think is the way forward. Alright, so the first one I would like to throw out is the Ukraine-Russia crisis. As we all know, this has started like since a year ago plus, and so I would like to throw out a question: what do you think is the way forward? Russia Ukraine crisis. When do you think this will end, and what do you think Ukraine can do to solve the crisis, to obey the Russia command, or to still stay on their standards on their ground? And what do you think is the way forward? Alright, and I can still remember this. I can remember watching some videos about how Russia was preparing trying to invade to attack Ukraine. I watched some live videos, lots of series of live videos about Russian about this army movement, vehicle, armor vehicle, all these stuffs, and into the boundary of Ukraine just to attack them. I can remember watching lots of the videos. So, and as we all recall, this invasion started on the 24th of February 2020, so that's more than a year plus ago. So, and right now, what do you think is the way forward? And what do you think Russia or Zelensky can do to stop this war or to resolve the issue? Please go down to the comment section. Please put down the one or two words and as in the comment section. The second topic I would like us to share our thoughts on is about the police bureau and the senior citizens. As we all know what is going on currently about the Shion Kutisa case, about him and the police having a coalition. Okay, so in your own thoughts, what do you think is causing this, and what do you think the police or the Nigerian citizens can do to have a more cordial relationship, as a more cordial relationship between the Nigerian police force and Nigerian citizens? Because this has been a case, and it has been a case happening right from a longer while. So, what do you think the police or the Nigerian citizens can do to have a more cordial relationship? We all know Kushenkusi, though he was handcuffed, he was taken, was arrested, though due to assaulting a police force, a police officer. But we have had a series of instances whereby police force do assault Nigerian citizens or Nigerians, and nothing is being done. Nothing has been done up to this moment, or even those that are the other police still, or with the court with the case, nothing has been done to prosecute or to have a final say with them up to right now. Okay, so what do you think they can be done to have a more cordial relationship between the Nigerian force and the citizens, so this will not reoccur? And what do you think the Nigerian police force can do to stop or to reduce this assaulting of Nigerian citizens without any reason? Okay, now to the third topic I would like to share our thoughts on is about the Dangote refinery, which we know some right days now ago today has been launched, has been commissioned. So what do we stand to gain from this refinery? We as last we now have a refinery in Nigeria, the biggest one in Africa, and so what do we stand to gain? Do we expect a lower price back to our 65 naira of acquiring a liter of petrol, or what do we really stand to stand to gain in having a refinery in our own country, Nigeria, Lagos? So what do we stand to gain, and what is the way forward from here, and what moral lesson can the federal government learn from this? A private institution, private company have a refinery, and the biggest one even in Africa. And what do you think the federal government as will gain from this? Okay, now to move into the second segment of this podcast series, which is the success tips segment. So let's go and let's dig this out. Let's go there. Some one or two success tips where we can all have, we can all share or do revise on, and so have to be more successful and to gain one or two things from. Okay, what I would like to. So the first success tip I would like to talk on is have a positive thought. So to have a positive thought is very good and it's very cogent for each and every one of us to be successful and be more successful in each and every what we do. Okay, so have a positive thought because a positive thought will always give you solution to any problem, and the only way you can have solutions to all our problems is to have a positive thought. And the devil doesn't want us to have a positive thought because that's where our solution lies to our problems. And okay, because that is the solution to each of our problems. So there are 4 tips I want to give us on having a positive thought. 4 tips for having positive thought. The first one is daily guide your thoughts. First one. The second one is okay. Under that, a thought is a force. Note that a thought is a force and a creator of all things, and it has power and it becomes our thinking and daily lifestyle. Okay, the second tip I would like to talk on is reject thoughts of self-pity, depression, malice, hate, envy, and revenge. And the third tip is accept thoughts of love instead of hatred, joy instead of sadness, kindness instead of selfishness, and forgiveness instead of injustice. And the fourth tip is surrender your thoughts to God. You might think about, oh, I want to say like this may sound like a preaching. No, it's not a preaching. It's a success tip that we all need to guide us daily to be successful, more successful in each and everything we do and all we like to do. Okay, so going to the next segment is a shout out segment. So I would like to have some shout outs to each and every one of my fans first. You, and you first. Okay, and then shout out to each and everyone. Each and everyone around me, surrounding me, and the message and everything. Okay, shout out to everyone in IB, Badan, Lagos, everywhere, Abuja, Kaduna, everywhere. Shout out to everyone in Nigeria, in Canada, Australia, Germany, UK, London, everywhere. In Australia, in Holland, in Germany, in Canada. Shout out to each and everyone else. I say one love. Alright, and okay, so this segment is dedicated to each and every one of us. So if you want to shout out to anyone that you think is your loved one, your family, your close friends, or your past, your lovers, your friend, so this is free. Is a free segment for you. So go any comment in the comment section or reach out to me on my WhatsApp number, which should be in the description in this video, so that I can appearing throwing out some shout outs to your loved ones. Okay, and it only costs a little a dime. Okay, so let's go to the next segment, which is a joke segment, which we all want to hear about. Okay, the first joke I would like to throw out is a man just entering his room. This man just came back from work and entering his room, he found that the room was stinking, like smelling. So, and whenever he sits down on his chair, it feels as if the smell is coming to his side, as if it was sent to him. Sit down on another chair, another couch, it seems as if the smell is being sent to him. His smell just comes to him directly. So then as I said, it seemed like I'm assuming this like this thing was sent, this smell was sent to me. Then he decided to search all the room. He searched all his room for nothing smelling or stinking or dead. Then he decided this thing is sent one that has been sent to me. So he decided then to spray powder in his room. Like I have a solution. I have a spray. Okay, so he then decided that I'm going to spray powder, like whitish powder, into this room. Then he sprayed the powder and hoping the smell will not come back to him again. Well, why he did this and but smell why he didn't know that he's the one affected, and that was why he was perceiving his model up and down. Okay, the second joke for the day is a man owing having a mobile SIM, as mobile telecommunication SIM, and owing the network some amount of loan, and then he owing the money to an amount is unable to afford to pay again, and then decided to do one or two stuffs. Then he decided to give his SIM as a gift to his girlfriend. As a gift. Okay, so then he gave this SIM to his girlfriend, and hoping when she wanted to make call or to send a message, she's going to recharge to pay the outstanding loan before she can then recharge and mix up the SIM. So that was his plan, and maybe when she then paid the loan, he then collected his SIM back. But not no unknowingly to him, after she gave the SIM out to his girlfriend, the telecommunication network increased its loan amount. Then he can be able to borrow more from the network, and then to. So after this, he gave the SIM out, and the girlfriend, while trying to make call, receive call, she was unable to do so. So she decided to she also was not able to pay the loan because she was not able to afford the loan she met on the scene. So she tried to borrow more and she borrowed more, make calls, text, do sort of, and then like for 2 or 3 months, and then in the third month, and it was February then, it was a month, February month then, so she then decided to return the same when she discovered she's also not able to pay the outstanding loan out by herself. She then decided to give the same as out as a gift, as a Valentine gift to his girlfriend, to his boyfriend back. So she wrapped the same like a new sim inside a box, like a gift, and gave it out to the boyfriend again as a gift. So and then the girlfriend, boyfriend, thinking it is a new sim, is a very good package gift. He opened the sim, put the sim in his phone, and then discovered it was his sim he gave to the girlfriend to use, which she has now borrowed more and more and more than the amount he times three can afford to pay. So the third joke for the day is a man coming back from a long journey, like a trip, a voyage, and like military or like uniform men. So he came back from a trip, a long trip, and then coming back from trip, he discovered his house has been renovated and make new fridge and clean needs. So he coming from the voyage, step into his compound, discovered that people are wine and dining, we are marrying and celebrating. And also you can see white men inside his house. They were whining and dining inside his house. So he was happy, like he was belated, like, wow, see white men in my house, whining and dining. Oh, what is happening? What are we celebrating? What is the celebration about? So he trying to rush in to ask his wife what this then we're trying to conversate with them. So with the white men, they were talking, whining, gisting, conversating, and they were engrossed in the talking conversations, and I don't know whether they were tapping each other and talking, and then too much we gone. Okay, so why they were talking, the tapping was at a why the tapping was severe, was too much, and but then that was when he instantly woke up from his dream, and then he, while opening his eyes, he saw his boss in front of him, and his fear boss, like light in compression boss, that wow. So you've been sleeping for the past 3 days, you've not been coming to work, you've been sleeping. Wow. Well, you deserve this. Kudos to you. So, and you know what it means not coming to work for 3 days. Well, wow. I can see you have a smile on your face in your white man. Well, in your dream. Why? Wow, you deserve that. Well, and then going to the fourth joke of the day is a patient that's been lodged in an hospital, and that's a general hospital. So the patient has been lodged receiving treatment. He has severe illness, though he has been receiving treatment for some months now, and the doctor in charge is doing okay. So he has been treating the guy and is recovering. He's getting better. So, but along the way, the doctor was transferred to another hospital, and then a new doctor was brought in, brought down to the hospital. So along the way, white cases of files of patients the doctor needs to attend to. So unable to identify what the previous doctor was wrote down. So he not got get. So he not getting what the previous doctor wrote down, then he decided what I have to do is, well, the only thing I can see on the file, the only thing he can see on the patient's file is shake before use. So the next day, then decided, well, at last I saw something meaningful on this file, so and that's what I'm going to do. So the next day, what he did was to shake the patient thoroughly before he administered the required drug. So the next day, what he did was just to shake, and he shaked very thoroughly the patient before administer the drugs. Well, when they go see with the patient that she did not die before administer the drugs to the patient. So that is okay. So thank you very much for watching this second episode of the Podium podcast series. All right, the third episode is going to be Light Delete and fantastic, and it's going to be more than what you expect. So watch out and watch out. Well, I'm going to give you a tip on the ends on the next episode. The next episode, watch out to listen to um a live uh, a live conversation, a live interview with one of my boss, that's who has who has gone up there and who is a successful worker in one of our telecommunication industry. So watch out to encounter a live interview with the person, and it's going to be more fantastic. All right, thank you for listening to this second episode, and watch out for episode 30, which is going to be more fantastic. And on these notes, I say merci beaucoup. Thank you very much.